I started my career with a service-based company. After that, I switched to a product-based company. Unfortunately, I didn't pass any interview for around, I guess, consecutive 7 or 8 interviews. The key difference was I started learning about problem solving.
Hello everyone, today we have Arushi Jain with us. Arushi comes from a tier 3 college, but that didn't stop her making a big move in tech. She started her journey at TCS, a service based company, and then successfully transitioned to a product based company. In this video, we will cover the challenges, skills beyond DSA, tough interview moments, and practical advice for those feeling stuck. So without any further delay, let's jump into the video. Hi Arushi, I'm very happy to have you here with us today. So first of all, please introduce yourself to our audience.
Hi, I'm Arushi, and I started my career with a service-based company. And after 3.4 years, maybe, and after that, I switched to a product-based company. And currently, I'm in a product-based company in Pune with the designation of senior software engineer.
Great. A lot of people get comfortable in service-based companies. What made you decide that, okay, I need to move to a product-based company? What was that realization point?
Uh, Frankly, when I thought of I need to switch to another company, product-based company was not on my area and my key point. I just wanted to switch because the work was getting monotonous in service-based company. I started giving interviews in various small companies and all, but unfortunately, I didn't pass any interview for around, I guess, consecutive 7 or 8 interviews with different companies. The first interview which I cracked was of again a service-based company from Hyderabad. But after giving multiple rounds of interviews with different companies, suddenly an opportunity came with this company, and at that time I was like, okay. I through the interview mode, I got to know what type of different questions do they ask and what type of work would it matter to work in a company like this. And obviously with my certain close friends, I got to know about the insights because they were already working in a product based company, so I could weigh between a product based company and a service based company, the work culture, the work experience, the hands on you get to do in a product based company. That was a whole different experience. So that was mostly a point of realization.
Great. So like you just said that product-based company was never on your list. So now that you work in a product-based company, what do you think? Which is better, a service-based
Obviously
companies or
product based
product-based
company.
company?
Obviously product based company.
So you're enjoying perks of product-based companies now.
Yes, yes, I am. But like
Yeah.
as you say that all have pros and cons. Product-based company also have some
Hmm.
cons, but again, pros are way higher than the con.
Yeah. Okay. So moving on, what were the biggest hurdles you faced while making the switch? Like technical skills, interviews, your mindset, and how did you overcome them in this process?
So as I told earlier, I was failing every interviews, but you need a particular rhythm to maintain while giving interviews. So that rhythm started with
Yeah.
service-based companies and all that stuff, but the key difference was I started learning about problem solving. I looked into some designs, system designs, how the systems are built, how a problem needs to be solved. I was not much of a DSA girl. Okay, I need to just do DSA, and that's why it helped me. Somewhat DSA helped me, the basic DSA, but overall it was mostly problem solving skill.
Like you just mentioned, I was about to ask you this question related to this only. A lot of people, think that only DSA matters for product based companies. So what are the other skills that helped you crack the interview and that you think that are really necessary to sit in a product based company interview?
So DSA is obviously the base thing to go ahead.
Yeah.
Being it depends on the experience you hold. If you hold a quite high experience, the interview pattern changes. If you are a fresher or something like a 1 or 2 year experience, mostly companies try to give pressure on DSA only. In my case, it was both the things. The like there were multiple rounds, so some rounds were of DSA and some were of system design. And just like that, it was a mix of both.
Okay, and apart from DSA and system design, what else they ask you?
It was about problem solving, how you can solve an issue with code, obviously. But it was not mainly like, okay, you have to use this, or there was a particular algorithm, you have to make it, you have to design a particular algorithm, like that only. It was such a round of discussion mostly, that they were discussing, they were having a problem, they said, okay, try to solve this issue. Then we had a discussion upon that. Then we optimized it, made it an efficient one, tried to resolve it. Like it was a most of a kind of discussion.
Yeah, so I'm shocked that you're saying you failed for 7 interviews, and then still
Yes.
you sat for the 9th time and you cracked it, and you are doing the work you always wanted to do. So what was the toughest interview question you faced when switching to, this company, or when you sat for different companies interview? What was the toughest question you faced?
So in the second round of this interview, it was only one question, one problem solving question. It was of greedy algorithm, wherein I got the interview asked me about, you are given a particular set of speakers. There is an event going out, and the speakers have to recite their things, or speak out about a topic for something, some time. So this event would start at around 8 a.m. and it would end at 8 p.m. And you would have an lunch time or a break time of 1 hour in between 1 p.m. to 2 p.m. So you have to accommodate as much speakers as you can in that given time. The speakers have given their entries with the time of their speech. So you have to accommodate most of them. So give me an algorithm, or give me how you would accommodate them. So that was the difficult question. The interview went up for 1 hour, just holding that question. So yes, it was the most difficult till now.
This one question held for 1 hour.
Yes, yes. As I told you, it was a
Crazy.
round of discussion. So when I gave an answer, he counter questioned me. Okay, why are you thinking of this? Why not that? Okay, how can you optimize it? And like that. So there were several rounds of questions and answers in between.
Very nice, but I'm glad that you cracked it and you're sitting here
Yes,
now.
yes, I'm glad to.
Nice. So moving on, what advice would you want to give someone who's currently stuck in a service-based company and want to transition but feels lost and unsure about where to start? So what do you want to say to all those people?
Well, I would like to start from where I come. Like I come from, because I come from a tier 3 college, and from a small city, Amritsar, wherein academic knowledge is given much more preference than practical knowledge. Uh, I frankly tell you that I know my practical knowledge just because of TCS. Earlier than that, it was just basic practical knowledge, which is very hard very hard to come in this corporate world with that. So I would say that focus on practical knowledge rather than just theoretical knowledge, because uh, practical knowledge is what is meant over here. Nobody cares about what you have in your academics and all. Normal percentage is okay, and no one, after coming into corporate world, no one even cares about what your percentage was or your CGPA was in your college back end. So after that, obviously, being a fresher, you need to focus on DSA, because that is the main thing right now in the corporate world. And companies are changing now. Like as there are multiple rounds of interviews. So they are like, first round of interview would be of DSA, second round would be of HLD, third would be of LLD. So they are not just sticking to DSA. Like all rounds would be of DSA. They are not doing that right now. Some of one are asking about logical questions and all that. So yes, DSA is the key, but not. But system design also needs to be go hand in hand.
So that's bring us to the last question I want to ask you. That, like you said, आपने 6-7 interviews दिए, but you were failed, you were unable to crack it, and then you were also doing a job in TCS while you were preparing to switch. So what did you prepare it alone or did you took some help from somewhere? Like, जिन लोगों को अभी सर्विस से प्रोडक्ट में जाना है, do you think they need some guidance or they can do it by themselves? Because 6-7 बार अगर इंटरव्यू नहीं निकालता तो it's very, you know, it requires a lot of self faith and belief कि नहीं भाई हो जाएगा करके. So what did you do? What was your strategy? Did you prepare all by yourself or did you took any help?
No, I prepared by myself only. So the cue is to take all the questions which you were asked in the interview, in every interview, and prepare them. If you were not able to answer them properly in that interview, prepare them after the interview, and maybe the same question by luck would come in the next interview also. It did happen with me. The same question I was not able to answer earlier, but the same question did come in my other later half of the interviews.
Nice. So thank you so much, Arushi, for being there with us today and answering these questions. And I'm looking forward to meet you here in Noida in our studio. Thank you so much for
Yes.
answering all the questions so patiently and nicely.
Thank you so much. It was a great, I loved to be interviewed like that because, maybe I can help some other people who are seeking to, switch from, they are feeling lost or somewhat. So maybe my things or
Yeah.
my talk can help them, maybe.
Yeah, this video is definitely gonna help a lot of people once they
Yes.
watch this video. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much. Thank you.